Hey guys, what is going on? So I just wanted to give a brief little update on my progress with my cut. So if you've been watching, I've been tracking my progress with the naked body scanner. I can get into a little bit more about that later on. But basically, last time I did my scan, I was an even 16% body fat at 225 pounds. Now, the most recent scan I did, which was this morning, I try and do the scan in the same setting. So as soon as I wake up, just as I do my my daily weight measurements on another scale, I do it the same way. So I try and have as little variance as possible. And that has allowed the fluctuations on the scanner to be much smaller. And I actually think over time, these have been more accurate. And it seems like I'm making good progress. So basically, last week, 16% body fat, 225 pounds. Not last week, but whenever the scan was, I think it was like June 8th. So it's been like a couple weeks. So that was the last scan. The scan that I took this morning, 14.4% body fat at 220 pounds. So I think I have lost about half a pound or like a pound of lean mass, and the rest has been fat. And then over the course of the entire cut, which I started 30 days ago, so that's why I'm making this video, another month on with the naked body scanner, as well as my first month cutting, I lost 21 pounds, around 3.5 pounds of lean mass, and the rest, maybe it's more like 4 or 5. I'll put the numbers up here. So those are the numbers. Didn't really have them off the top of my head except the body fat and the weight numbers. But anyway, maybe lost like 3 to 5 pounds, whatever it is, in lean mass. And if you consider lean mass to be everything, which they do, everything that is not fat, some that could have been water weight, and the rest, so whatever, 15 plus pounds of fat lost. And, I don't know the entire accuracy of this number, but my stomach waist has definitely been losing fat. My legs have gotten smaller. So I'm one of those people who stores fat in my legs, more so than my upper body. I have lost, a tiny bit of size in my chest and my shoulders, and they're starting to look more defined and everything like that. So everything's going pretty good. And I think, I may have lost a little bit more lean mass, if you consider lean mass to be water weight, than what the scan is showing. So maybe I've lost more water weight and less fat than what the scans are showing. But basically, I haven't really lost, in my understanding, much, if any, muscle throughout this process. And I can make another video about the supplements and the diet and everything like that, my training program that I've been doing. Because I honestly think the supplements I've been taking and, the timing of my diet has really been, beneficial for not losing muscle over this pretty severe weight cut period. So it wasn't initially planned to be super fast, but I was basically just kind of going with what my body wanted to do and what fit into my schedule. Ended up being a lot quicker than I was expecting. So actually, every workout that I've done has either been fasted in the morning or I've done it after work. Both instances are pretty, I'm not really able to take pre-workout. If I go to work, I'm not able to take pre-workout before unless I take it with me, which I don't. And then my pre-workout actually doesn't have any calories, so I am able to take it on the fasted, on my fasted workouts, but again, I don't actually have any food energy coming in, and it's right when I wake up, which is typically not my favorite time to train. My strength levels have been basically exactly the same. So for example, when I started my cut, I did a 225 pound bench press test. I got 18 reps. This wasn't not right when I started, but that's my all-time PR. And my most recent set, I did 17, and it was a smooth 17, whereas my 18 was a really, I had to grind out that 18th rep. Whereas the 17 was smooth, and I did it on a fasted workout, and it was after losing, 15, 20 pounds. So I want to try that again. In terms of, overhead press, I think my overhead press has actually improved since I started my cut. But I would probably attribute that to it's more of a novel movement for me. I haven't been doing it that long. So there's that. In terms of squat and deadlift, I have not been doing those. So those are too taxing on the central nervous system. I actually am trying to lose a little bit of leg mass because I want to fit into my pants. And so now I'm finally able to access more of my pants. So that was kind of the goal that I really had in mind. A little bit of weight loss, but I really just want to fit in my clothes again. So my conclusion on this is either A, the training methods that I've been using, even if I haven't been gaining muscle, have been effective in gaining strength. B, I have actually gained muscle throughout this cut, which I don't think is crazy considering I'm intermediate and not advanced. So there's that. And I also think the supplements that I've been using have allowed me to use, more beneficial forms of energy as opposed to trying to eat at my muscle. And it's allowed me to lose fat, while maintaining my strength and muscle for the most part, if not actually gaining a little bit. And I'm going to continue to give updates on these scans and just on my cut in general and my fitness journey. So I'll keep you updated.